Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to a bit of Fallout New Vegas, A Tale of Two Wastelands. Now, before I start, I did promise my darling dearest that I would do something. Which is take some cyanide. No, I'm going to be taking a biotin pill. A biotin helps with hair growth, apparently, because my hair is getting awful thin. So, see it? Oh, bollocks, just lost it. Oh, shit, no. Got it, right. Right. Are we golden now, my darling? Good. Right. Yes, because she wants me to have my nice and mighty mane back. Now, before I continue on, I want to explain something. I've actually discovered how to play Caravan. I figured out how it works. So we're going to reload an order save, because I spent an hour and a half. Now, I don't know if you can see the screen. Oh, it doesn't appear on my Steam overlays there. But yes, my Steam overlay says that I've won 30 games of Caravan on November the 26th, 2023 at 8:31 PM. It took me about an hour and a half to do this achievement, about an hour and 20 minutes, to win 27 more games of Caravan. Playing against Nobat Noonan, Cliff Briscoe, and now Ambassador Crocker. I find Crocker is the best person to play against. So, I want to play Hunter Caravan. Here we go. Auto match. Great, let's play. Because I've already wiped him out of caps, so here we go. I'm just going to quickly scroll through my deck, and you can see what cards I've got. The top ones are what are present in my deck. So the way Caravan works is, and I stand by the fact that the game is very simple and elegant, and it is fun. It's not fun to play for an hour and a half over and over again to get an achievement. 2% of which players have got it. About how many players have got it? So 5.6% of all players on Steam have this achievement. That's still an impressive amount. Most of those are probably achievement hunters. I accept as well, maybe some people are using cheats. So yeah, that top bit there is my Caravan deck. Okay. So, are we golden? Good. Right. Oh, that looks like the Burger King. Moving on. So the rules of the game remain the same. The idea is you have to get between 21 and 23, 21 and 26 for all three of the lines below. So, I'm going to put that as my next high card. And it's going to have to be a 3. Okay, fine. I normally have 10s, but there you go. I'll double that to 14. Okay, he's got 26, so I'm going to use a jack to remove that. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to use a king to increase the value of that. I need to desperately get a 21 as soon as possible. Okay. Right, let's bring it up to 10. I'm going to use a jack to sabotage his. So, yeah, so basically, I've got to get my bottom line, Dayglow, Reno, and the Hob, to 21 and 26 before Crocker does at the top. Because that would be a Crocker of shit. So, I'm going to double the value of that to bring it up to 22. Okay. 4... Oh, bugger. Okay, I've got too many queens. So I can maybe do with discarding one. In fact, I think this might be my winner. Oh, no, it's not, because I need a queen. So I need to reverse the direction of the cards there. 12. Please bring it to 21. Ah, bugger. Okay. Okay. Also, as well, I have discovered as well there are bugs with New Vegas where no matter what, you cannot win. It's like you can do everything right, but the game is not going to let you win. Okay, I need to discard that track because it's now 26. There's a very good chance that this guy's actually won, if I'm not careful. I don't suppose I can give him an ace, can I? No, I can't. Okay. I think you might actually have this one. Gotta reverse the value. I lost. Let's play again because I normally win against this guy. It's like I had my most consistent wins against Crocker. So yeah, I'm normally winning within like 6 rounds or something like that, which is like pretty much like the fastest way you could pretty much win. Well, not 6 rounds. I suppose that is an exaggeration, but yeah. So. Just support my low cards this time. Okay. That's 21. Okay, is double the value. No, do not leave. No, yeah, okay. Cool. So discard that track. But yeah, there's actually a good chance that this guy's won, unless I sabotage things for him by removing his cards with a jack. Josh Sawyer, lead developer of this game, recently came out and actually explained like the best cards for Caravan. He was saying like 10s, 8s, and 6s, which is pretty darn cool. Nice to see the developers getting involved. I win. There we go, because I had a 26. So that's great. So that's how you play Caravan. I found Crocker was honestly one of the best opponents. But yeah. So no, we're going to now do the Nellis Air Force Base stuff. So, or I would, but I really want to talk about something that kind of needs to be talked about. And that's lately that Bethesda have been misbehaving with the reviews of Starfield. Like they're in, like there's genuine like delusion and upset that they've caused because like they keep responding to reviews that are negative, and not in the sense of like, you know, your review is wrong, please amend it. It's more the fact that like they're saying that, you know, like no, actually our game is fun. Like, what are you doing? You know. Anyway, let's just talk to this chap here. This is Loyal.
I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the 2 runways.
Okay. I passed through a place called Helios 1. Maybe I can find parts there.
Are you talking about that damn bright light we've seen blast off to the south occasionally? I was wondering what the hell that was. If they've got the parts, bring them on back. We need to get the array back up and charging. All right, what's on your mind?
We can also do working on some kind of weapon to fight the giant ants.
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick, but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants.
Any signal over 22,000 Hz at 150 or more decibels should do the trick. Give us a field test. Trial run. Yeah, I like the sound sensor.
Hot damn, you're right! It's a matter of boosting across those thresholds, not exact amplitude. You're smarter than you look. Just so happens I was testing it at 24,000 Hz, so it should be good to go. Place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. But it might make you feel sick to your stomach.
Okay. So we deal with the giant ants, and then we can deal with the these other things. So, I do like this quest. I like the science sensor as well. I think the speech stuff is kind of a bit too... a bit too... I think that the speech replacing other things affects things too much. But then again, you know, it's like, it's more satisfying, I think, to see the options. It's like, yeah, you can go with the science option. which gives you a much more satisfying answer than, YOLO. So, yeah. So Bethesda have been responding to reviews, and I will read some of the things they've been saying. Oh dear. Yeah, as you can see, they have tried. There's good opportunity to look at the gear that they've got there. I very much like the it's like the mods and rockers kind of what they've got going on. I love the mysterious handgun sound effects. I think it's great. So there's different amp mounds. And if we find one of them, place a sonic emitter, we should then kill all the ants. For a few hollers more. And apparently that's considered an unarmed weapon. Now got the power back on. Restart it. Oh yeah, you don't want to shoot this. Otherwise that's what happens. So, you gotta be careful. So yeah, so Bethesda have been responding to reviews. Like for example, like, it'd be one thing if they were saying like, we noticed you said this about the, like, I don't know, if I were customer service up here, and if it was true, like, I think I'd be more focused on like wanting Bethesda to fix things rather than acting in denial and arguing with people. Like, even like the old quotes, the customer is always right in matters of taste. That's the most important thing there that a lot of people miss. Customer's always right in matters of taste. If you want to make a sale, they could have the most gaudy looking suit that's completely unfashionable, but if you're trying to make a sale, then yeah, you tell them what you want to hear. But even then, it's like, in this instance, it's like, yeah, the customer is right that the loading times are too long and things like that, but they don't seem to care. So yeah. So I'll read some of the things they're saying, and it's a shame because I actually kind of want to play Starfield when it's heavily discounted, maybe at Christmas time. I appreciate there's been Black Friday sales and whatnot, but I'm still not interested in paying 40 quid for it yet. Like, maybe 25 quid, maybe when the DLC comes out, this Game of Year edition. But right now, no, and I think, and like, Bethesda just can't seem to comprehend the idea that, that their game just isn't good, and like, they've had all this time to understand people's complaints.
Stand back where I can see you.
They've had all this time to understand the complaints that people have had, and have elected to ignore it and make what they've made.
I don't know how you survived the bombardment. That's incredible.
But, yeah. Greenhouse doors inaccessible, okay. Yeah, I want to read some of the things that Bethesda are saying, because I don't think it's right that people would get to forget this. And I don't mean to bash them all the time, but they make it so easy when it's like they don't really actually, do anything to help their reputation in any way. So, yeah, it's like I have no sympathy for Bethesda when they act the way they do about their intellectual property. And people's opinions of it. Like, no, sorry, mods ain't gonna fix this, and like, until you actually have proper mod support, the thing that everyone can sort of forgive your games for, yeah, you kind of need to pull your finger out. Yeah.
Yo.
Anything new here?
Adios, amigo.
Great.
What can I help you with? Keeping watch, mostly. Trying to make sure the dangers of this plane are minimized.
That's fine. So now we're going to collect some solar panels. So, aiding the boomers is pretty easy. I didn't realise... I thought this part might have taken a bit longer, but it's actually not going to take that long. All they need is solar panels. They have a problem dealing with, and then they need something else. It's so for 20 or higher, yes. Be salvaged. So yeah, these are like pretty basic quests, just there to develop a little bit of trust with the faction before you go on to do the big quest, and it's quite nice. I appreciate they have something of a dream. And yeah, it's a dream that might well come in handy. No. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there must be. I think there's a solar panel around here. Yep. Okie dokie. So it's back to the Nellis Air Force Base to repair solar panels. So yeah. So we'll do this quest, and then we'll read some of the things Bethesda want to say. Obviously, skip ahead, but if you're not interested in me just going on about Bethesda's bad behaviour. And it's the customer service team as well. And this is the same customer service team, by the way, who told people when they were banned from Fallout 76 to write an essay as to why they should be unbanned. Not, you know, a customer service team that says, okay, we'll investigate it and we'll compensate you for incorrectly banning you. No, we're going to make you write an essay. Like, I mean, I was kind of done with Bethesda really around the time that I actually lost access to my Bethesda account. Yeah, so it was hacked into, and I couldn't get. Yeah. Using your knowledge of photovoltaic cells, you thoroughly clean and polish and upgrade your solar panels. You also clean and okay, so either way you can use the parts or you can use your repair skill. I thought using the parts might actually make them, you know, run more efficiently, but there we go. Bad. Check array efficiency, 100% efficient. Nice. Okie dokie. So that's them held down. So yeah, I just want to quickly read some of the stuff that they've been saying in reviews. So, this is Juicehead, at Juicehead33 on Twitter, or X. I just call it Twitter. Bethesda has responded to negative Starfield reviews on Steam. Absolutely bizarre if you ask me, and despite media attention, this hasn't stopped. The last response is from today. This was on the 28th of November. Hi there. Thank you for taking the time to provide your review, and we are sorry to hear that you were disappointed with encountering many loading screens while playing. Now, if I personally were in this part, I would probably ask my manager and say, like, you know, like, is anything been done about the loading screens? And if there is, I'd say, please rest assured that in the next patch or whatever, the loading screen issue is going to be tackled or is being looked at. We hope that you will reflect your review. We will change your review to reflect this as and when it happens. What Bethesda have said here is, while there may be loading screens in between fast travelling, just consider the amount of data for the expansive gameplay that is procedurally generated to load flawlessly in under 3 seconds. We believe that shortcoming will not hinder our players from getting lost in the world we created. Procedurally generated content. And the thing is as well, they also say, what did they say? We believe that shortcoming will not hinder our players from getting lost in the world we created. Well, sorry, but what you believe doesn't matter. Your artistic vision goes out the window the moment you make your products for sale. You know? How I interpret your artistic vision, how I experience your artistic vision is up to me. If you believe that it's not going to hinder things, well, that's great. But tell the board that. Tell the board of directors that. Tell Microsoft that. Don't tell me that. Yeah? Because, like, I believe that it would affect my enjoyment. And load flawlessly in under 3 seconds. Like, is this happening? And even then, under 3 seconds. Okay, but how many loading screens are there? 10? So that means there's, what, 20 seconds of loading screens to actually achieve anything? That doesn't particularly sound encouraging, you know? Yeah. Not to mention it's procedurally generated content, and it's like, well, procedural generation's good in the context, in a certain confines. Creativity stems from limitation.
Hello, outsider. Need something?
When you tell someone to tell a joke, they're stumped. If you say, tell me a joke about doctors, then all of a sudden they can come up with one. Or it's much easier to do so. Creativity stems from limitations. When you have a limited budget and scope, when you have limited technical capabilities or time, then you have to start thinking creatively. You know, like look at how Crash Bandicoot and Naughty Dog hacked the PlayStation to make Crash Bandicoot work. Yeah?
An impressive piece of work. I'll keep that in mind if jobs come up in the future.
I have to go now.
Bye.
I've now become accepted by the boomers. Very nice indeed. But now, we also need to see misbehaving. I also want to as well, if I can, go to the schoolhouse. Here's the Boomer Museum. Here's the young man who's running it.
You're the outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that you'd be stopping by. You must be eager to hear the story of our people. Me? I'm Pete, keeper of the story. I know I seem kind of young. I was the apprentice keeper of the story until a couple months ago. But old Keeper Don, well, whiskey and landmines don't go together. So it's up to me. I bet you want to know everything about us.
I'd like to know more about your people.
Wonderful. I'm sure you've noticed the mural on the wall of this hut. Shall I tell you what it all means?
Oh.
Excellent. Imagine you're the first outsider to ever hear our tale.
So here we go. About to hear the story of the boomers. The Vault 34.
Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the overseer wouldn't let us explode anything, not even a hand grenade. We left and wandered the wastes. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis. Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways. Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know.
Okay, so just by hearing their story, we've actually been accepted by these people. Let's have a chat.
Now that you know the story of our people, you must have all sorts of questions.
I have some questions about your people's history.
Ask away.
How did your ancestors leave the safety of the vault?
So you know about the vaults? Yes, we lived in one of those. Ours was numbered 34. In our vault, everyone had guns, but the overseer wouldn't let you fire off any of the really fun ones. I guess all the little pops and bangs at the firing ranges just got boring after a while.
Yeah, any detonation with a yield of less than half a ton of TNT is boring.
Exactly. We haven't detonated any atomic warheads since before I was born. But besides that, it's a heck with nitpicky restrictions. Anything else you want to know?
I'm surprised Nellis was empty when your people found it.
Several automatic warheads detonate here 100 years ago, leaving the base highly radioactive. The savages of the waste, ignoramuses, all avoided Nellis by habit.
Whereas your people have brought Geiger counters with them from the vault.
That's exactly right. You're very knowledgeable for a Sav, an outsider. Anything else you want to know?
How did you survive totally cut off from the world?
Nellis is a completely self-sufficient community. We draw water from Lake Mead, solar arrays provide power, and we grow our own crops.
You must cultivate soy or legumes for protein, in addition to grains.
Indeed we do. Very impressive. Anything else you want to know?
This is all basically just a skill check. What are the howitzers doing in an Air Force base?
You're right. They weren't here when we discovered Nellis. We found the guns at a huge weapon depot called Area 2, many miles from here. It took many weeks to drag the guns and their ammunition back to Nellis, and it was the last time any of us set foot beyond our homeland.
That Howitzer battery is a monument to the grit and resolve of your people.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to pass that on. Anything else you want to know?
How has Nellis taught your people to fly?
Once we restore power, we learn that some elaborate chairs we've been sleeping in were actually virtual reality simulators. We believe they were used to train combat pilots. We use them extensively. I alone have shot down over 500 Chinese Zion 85 fighters. Before you ask, I'm afraid there's no way you can be allowed to use the simulators. They're for our use only. Sorry.
Oh, to slip the saily bonds of earth and dance amid the soaring birds.
That's beautiful. Yes, it's exactly like that. So free, so... words can't do it justice. Anything else you want to know?
How did she learn where to find an old bomber?
Loyal found a file somewhere on the base, with magazine articles, photographs, a map even. It seems that a bomber, apparently the 29th of its kind, crashed in Lake Mead on July 21st, 1948. Just imagine, that's over 300 years ago. The photograph shows that it was basically intact, and the map tells us exactly where to find it. Except we haven't left Nellis in decades.
I could attach the ballast to a plane and then haul it here for repairs.
Yes. In fact, that's exactly what Loyal has planned to do. You should go talk to him. I wish everyone were just as interested in our story as you are. Maybe I should act out the battles, or learn how to throw my voice.
Let's make myself useful. We need help around here.
Gosh, there's a lot of folks. Argyle's our doctor. He could use help tending to any injured we got. Over at the workshop, Loyal and Jack are always building something. The Loyal may not be too happy to see your kind running around Nellis. Don't get blown up.
Argyle, of course. Another doctor who needs our help. That's the workshop. Loyal's pad. Oh, let's just have a sneak peek. Any missile launchers? Oh. Yeah, let's have another read of a Bethesda statement, shall we? Greetings, thank you for taking the time to leave a review for Starfield. We are sorry that you do not like landing on different planets and are finding many of them empty. Some of Starfield's planets are meant to be empty by design, but that's not boring. When the astronauts went for the moon, there was nothing there. They certainly weren't bored. The intention of Starfield's exploration is to evoke a feeling of smallness in players and make you feel overwhelmed. You can continue to explore and find worlds, do you have resources you need or hidden outposts to look through. Starfield is an RPG with hundreds of hours of quests to complete and characters to meet. Most quests will also vary on your character's skills, decisions, massively changing the outcome of your playthrough. Try creating different characters with backgrounds and characteristics that clash or as oppositive for your previous character. You'll feel like you're playing a totally different game. I wish. Put points in different skills from a character you've previously created, and now you are faced with completely different decisions to make and difficulties to encounter. There's so many layers to Starfield that you'll find things you've never knew were possible after playing for hundreds of hours. Even after completing the main story, your adventure doesn't end. You can continue into New Game Plus to keep exploring Starfield and all there is out there. We are actively working on the game and will be for a long time to come. If you would like to provide feedback straight to development, you can do so here. We want to make Starfield awesome for everyone who wants to venture out into it. So, they're saying that the astronauts who went to the moon in real life weren't bored. And maybe it's because they were the first ones to do it. It was a feat of human accomplishment. Oh, how it's a firing mechanism. Nice. Okay. Kaiser would very much like that. But no, I've taken it for myself. And who knows, maybe if I do come across my own howitzer, it might be useful there. Or maybe we can fit it onto one of the boomers. Howitzers. Howitzers are basically like big
Morning.
cannons.
Welcome back.
It's a type of cannon. So yeah. Biodiesel refinery. Very nice dude. Oh! Ah, okay, so they're using the maize that they grow to make the fuel. Well, that wasn't too bad. So, I don't want to blow up the boomers. Fuel resources, so yeah. So yeah, like Starfield, like an average video game is a pretty small feat, you know? And it's like, okay, like, yeah. Like, so the world's meant to be empty, yeah. And I'm meant to be overwhelmed by the emptiness of this world, but it's like, that's not a good thing. It's one thing to have emptiness within reason, if it's beautiful to look at, but Starfield's visual fidelity is not that impressive to behold. You know, the worlds that you go to are seemingly not that impressive. You know, going to the moon, okay, but like, why would I go there? I'm not there to just look at nothing. I'm there to actually do something. I want to play a game. Now, people have called it a simulator, but it's like, it's not a very good simulator. So like, Todd Howard, like the lead designer of the game, has sort of flip-flopped on this, saying it's a simulator. Okay, but it's not a very good simulator. You know, games are meant to be fun. Yeah, except your game isn't fun. You know, and like they're just like in absolute panic stations now because they can't keep just going on. They can't decide what the game's going to be, and they can't do anything about the critical response that the game's getting.
I see the power's back on. The answer all dead?
Yes, it's safe to go down there now.
Maybe Pearl is right about you, because I don't know how you pulled that off. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down to clear out the eggs and repair the generators. Good work.
I'm now idolized. And we've leveled up. Upped. Nice. So, what perks do we want now? Because I already had the professional, I already had shotgun surgeon. Nose of steel. Oh, I like this. You regenerate action points much more quickly than you normally would. I'll go for that one.
What is it, outsider?
Without a second over
The
there.
next time you leave Nellis, keep an eye out for missiles. We're down to a 5-year supply for our launchers. Come find me when you've got some to turn in.
I've stolen some from you, but you can have them anyway.
How many?
10.
Good work. Good work.
So you get fame, and you, yeah, that's it. If you need fame, the boomers, that's it. There's nothing else for that you get from it, as far as I can tell.
I can take care of that robot problem for you. Just saying.
It's an interesting voice. Never heard that one before. I wonder as well if you can find out the site of the warheads going off here. Ruins are still smouldering over there. But yeah, like, look. I mean, to give you an example of the nothingness, look at this. Is this interesting? All this nothingness? Not really. No. Like cold, sheer emptiness is interesting when it's like plot relevant. You know, when like there's a sense when it actually gives off a feeling of something to it. So what I mean is, like, for example, in The Martian, you know that film, it was that Matt Damon film. So the idea that you're alone in space and you have to survive. No one's coming. You've got to do it. That's one thing. Yeah, that's absolutely fine in a game like that. It's in a movie like that. You know, I Am Legend. You know, being the only human, or so you believe. You know?
You can shoot with me anytime, friend.
Thank you. Yeah, see, that's interesting. Is all of this nothingness interesting? No, because there's not really any purpose to all this. You know? Am I going to achieve anything wandering around all this? No. But it's, you know, I suppose thematically, yeah, it has a point. But yeah, you can't sell me on the emptiness and then also sell me on the fact that there's loads of loading screens to load that emptiness. You know? Which is what they've tried to do. I'll check, have we actually been in here? Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. I just wasn't sure which buildings we've been into exactly, so yeah. I do want to find the surgeon. And I do want to find Jack. Because I want to hook him up with someone. Yeah, so we're going to play Cupid. So yeah. Telling people like, oh yeah, make another character. It's like, yeah, okay, but the thing is, like, from what I understand as well, bear in mind, all of this is just what I've read and heard from other people.
You've earned our trust. Now let's see if you can earn our gratitude.
Wrong subtitles, but okay.
War's brewing on the horizon, plain as day.
I've read so. Yeah, so it's like from what I understand, like you're always playing like a nice, good character. You can't be evil in that game, or you can't really chastise characters for things. You know, you can't really make any bad or evil decisions, or you know, you always have to stay in like Bethesda's very inoffensive binary morality system of good and slightly less good, you know? Or like conveniently evil. So that's a medical station. Oh, the schoolhouse. Okay, let's see if there's any teachers here.
Hi there.
Hello, children. Mini boomer. First day box. I like that little touch there. All these things here for the kiddos. Oh, crunchy mud fruit. I like that. Fruit for the teacher. I think lessons are taught, yeah. I'm guessing this is what was confiscated from the children.
I can take care of that robot problem for you. Just saying.
Boomer teacher, anything for me?
You're interrupting class, outsider.
I'm sorry. Guess I'll leave.
Hi. Hi. See you. So long.
Bottle of drink there and the books on the desk. Yes. And what's this? Women's barracks? Yeah, should be allowed in there. Shouldn't be a problem. And here's Argyle.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please, outsider, but I have patients to tend to.
I've always made myself useful.
I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape. Do you have medical training?
I assume the ant's tubular anastomosis person experience.
If what you say is true, you can do us a world of good.
So yeah, to be honest, Argyle is not that confident in his skills. I don't think. This man looks like he has a serious infection. Proper treatment will kill him. Would you like to treat him? With a combination of natural herbs, bandages, and some disinfectant, you're able to clean the wounds and help the patient's immune system enough that he'll survive.
I thought that man was done for, but you brought him around.
This man appears to be severely injured. Swelling around his face and neck is interfering with his breathing. Are you sure you want to treat him? Treat the patient. After carefully consider treatment options, you realize the patient is merely having a strong allergic reaction. By cleaning the wound with the ant venom and administering a steroid compound, you reduce the swelling and the patient's breathing returns to normal.
Excellent treatment. I hadn't thought of that.
This man's leg is seriously injured. It may require amputation to save him. You sure you want to attempt the operation? Upon further examination of cleaning the leg, you realize it can be saved. You carefully remove the existing stitches, clean the wounds thoroughly, re-stitch the wounds closed, using a much more effective procedure.
That was some fine doctoring. I could learn a thing or two from you.
Look at this guy, he's like a surgeon, he's using a grenade launcher. It's like what? I mean, I thought you might have something a bit more precise.
Hey, if I haven't said it before, outsider, let me say it now. Welcome to Nellis. Word from Pearl is that you're to be greeted as a friend.
Let's treat your patients.
Those men owe you their lives. Seems we could learn a thing or two from you savages, when it comes to medicine at least. Bye.
I was wrong, I was thinking of someone else who wasn't confident in their medicinal ability.
Welcome back.
I like that hat. It's like a commissar cap. So it's still considered theft to go through their belongings. That's okay. Right, so I've got a load of missiles now. Which is good, because I do like missile launchers. I never use them, that's the problem. Little sparks. There you go, fact. A mini boomer. Yeah, don't think I need to talk to you yet. just want to do one more thing, because I am uploading a video as well, so I just want to check on that. Then we'll read some more stuff that Bethesda said. Videos processing, great, yeah, so another part of Dark Tide's up. What else? Thank you for taking the time to leave a review of Starfield. You can fly, you can shoot, you can mine, you can loot. Starfield is an RPG with hundreds of hours of quests to complete and characters to meet. Most quests will also carry on your character's skills and variation decisions, massively changing the outcome of your playthrough. I would try creating different characters, yeah. Yeah, so they keep saying, like, you know, make different characters. If you don't like the one you're currently doing it, like, that's not how this works. It's like, people
have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
People know how to play games. This isn't like Fallout 1, where the wrong skills can make or break your early playthroughs. Like when you're first playing Fallout 1 and 2, I strongly recommend looking at a guide for your special stats, perks, and attributes. Because you're going to want to try and maximize your efficiency early on. Because it's very easy to die. You can die to mole rats very quickly in those games. Don't. Well, I think I've done everything I can to help out.
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Okie dokie.
I'd keep moving if I was you.
So, yeah, so like changing the character options isn't going to change the fact that the game's writing isn't very good. Like, that's like my skill points aren't going to change the amount of loading screens I have to put up with, or the general performance of the game. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, hello, Jake. I need to talk to you.
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
What do you do here?
Me? I work with Loyal. Mostly electronics work and robotics. Keeping the old technologies alive, right? Loyal's a great man, but he's getting on in years. So a younger's gotta learn everything he knows. That'd be me. The man knows how to fix and build just about everything that was ever made. It's not easy keeping up with him. What I could use is some scrap metal. It may not sound exciting, but around here we have to recycle every rivet and plate. The other thing, you being from the outside and all, well, I guess you'd call it a personal matter, but, well, forget it.
Where I come from, we discuss personal matters all the time. Personal matter? As a guy like you, I bet there's a girl involved. Provide your scrap metal.
You think I'm handsome? Wow. I wonder if she does too.
Look, this doesn't interest me. Tell me about it.
There's an outpost near here. The signs say, Crimson Caravan. It seems like they carry things to and fro for people out there. Well, every once in a while, I watch the outpost through one of the spotter's binoculars. And sometimes there's this girl there. This special girl. And sometimes it's like she's watching me back with her binoculars. Except she's probably just watching Nellis. I haven't tried waving.
Alright, go talk to her for you.
Oh, you can't miss her. She has short red hair and she's the most beautiful woman who ever lived. You'd really talk to her for me? What if she feels the same way? What if she comes here like you did? What if she gets blown up? What if she doesn't like me? Oh, geez. I better just let you handle it. I'm better with machines. They don't make my stomach queasy like this. That would be amazing.
Stranger
As in, I would thank you forever.
Short red hair, you say? Yeah, well.
Sorry,
Maybe
we
next
can't talk, outsider. Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
That sounds really creepy, Lyle.
Ain't nothing creepy about it. It's a term of respect. A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say? It's at the bottom of Lake Mead. I'll mark its location on your Pip-Boy map. Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest. Maybe you don't understand. Hasn't been one of us, not a one, to set a foot outside Nellis in over 50 years. You come along with your knowledge of the outside, and it seems the time's come to raise the lady after all. Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button. Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Okay.
Have you seen her? The redhead of my dreams? Oh, well, let me know when you do. I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Corn silk, rubber hose, and a removal adhesive. Oh, good hermetic seal.
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now. Here you go. A new rebreather.
Okay. So now I can wear my breather. You can't quite see my character, but yeah. It's gonna breathe underwater, which is immensely useful. No, nothing in there. No redheads. Oh well. So, let's just drop by the Crimson Caravan. Excuse me, lady, I've come to find you. There is a gentleman who fancies you.
Our rangers are going to show everyone what happens when we're pissed off. You should go talk to Blake or Alice. They handle most of our contact with visitors.
I suppose you would. I don't suppose you watch the boomers no less sometimes, do you?
I watch all sorts of things with my binoculars. Who wants to know?
Binoculars, you say? I've been inside, Nellis. There's a young man who has a crush on you.
Nice-looking blonde boy? I always wondered if he was watching me back. What's he like?
You should say I'm blushing, I told him. He's nice, remember the naive.
Really? That's so sweet. I'd love to go meet him. Is there any way the boomers would let me visit Nellis?
You have that permission. I know you're going. You could just like have it blown up.
This is so exciting. Let me know how it turns out.
NCR will civilize all this wasteland. Prim is only the beginning. Damn Brahmin crap everywhere.
The duality of the NCR. Let's make our way. So yeah. So yeah, another thing as well about Starfield is like gamers journalists have noticed that Look at that. Very bad hits. Like, game journalists have been wetting themselves over the fact that Starfield's player count is active players on Steam are going down. It's like, well, yeah, it's a single-player role-playing game. Like, of course it is. And then people point to Baldur's Gate 3, it's like, yeah, because Baldur's Gate 3 is good. You know, like, Starfield is an average, you know, ho-hum. You know, role-playing game.
Bad guys.
You don't see many giant rats in the game. So yeah, because it's not a very interesting game. It's like, and I think, as I say, like I want to play it, but I've got no expectations for it whatsoever. In fact, my only expectation is it's going to be a game like I can turn my brain off to. Yeah, it's just what I call an arse about game. It's a game that I can arse about with, as in, I just turn my brain off and just enjoy it for what it is. And that's all I ever expected it to be. I think if I go with that expectation, I'll actually fairly enjoy it, but I think I'll be like Baldur's Gate, where I play a bit of it, I'm like, you know what, I actually just don't have the... Hello? Okay. It's called a rare lake clerk. So somewhere over there is the B-52 bomber. Over there is Caesar's place. Now that we're a breather, you can hear the sound effect as well, which is pretty nice. So the water's nice and clear here. There she is. I don't know if this is like San Andreas where it's really worth exploring the water. Oh. Yeah. Oh, we found a cave of some sort. How very full. I think we'll explore there actually. Oh, there we go. There we is a cave. Sunset sarsaparillas. Not bad. So this is why you need the rebreather on. Red glowing mushrooms you can't pick up. It's not too bad. Ah, this is nice. See, this kind of emptiness I can get behind. Is there anything really here? No. But is it fun to explore? Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, but like, with Starfield, it's like, no, sorry, like, you've had the feedback for years. Like, you've had literally decades since Morrowind to figure out what people like and don't like about your games. And if you elect to ignore that feedback, that's on you. You don't get to tell people to screw themselves over this, you know? Like, you're the ones who screwed up, not me, so... Yeah, that's enough about Starfield. And, well, except for the fact that, yeah, like, I really don't know if there's actually anything here. If there is something I'm missing, it's cool as a fish, though. Probably the only actual living fish in all of Vegas. But yeah, it's like Bethesda needed to do better, and they didn't. They chose not to. So that I have no sympathy. And having to send out their customer service people who are probably using AI to produce their quotes is pretty bad, if I'm honest. Oh, there's more fish here. Scavenger platform. Hoover Dam. Don't think there are actually anymore. Destroy wells. Okay. There's a few places. I guess there's like lights over there, so I don't really want to get involved. No, it's just Cazadors, okay. I want to see what that scavenger platform is, though. So we need to be here to use the detonator. What else detonator? Very high-tech piece of hardware. So arcade. We're just gonna blow up arcade. Look at that. There we go. Pretty darn cool. Let's go see what the scavenger platform is. So yeah, it's like, I'm not saying that like Baldur's Gate 3 is the new standard. Like, to be honest, like, it's a game that I love. I really like it, but it's a Solarian game. I'm like, there's just something about their games that doesn't quite really do it for me anymore. You know, the wonder of it. Oh, I see, yes, I know, I've been here before. So yeah, this is the scavenger platform. As you can tell from the lake lurk there, it would have been a fairly safe place to be. Well, besides, you know, the Legion there. Throwing spears and shooting at you. But yeah, safe from the common raider, because like, how many people in this world know how to swim? Oh, and also you got stairs there, so. Big cloaks over there, don't particularly want to mess with them. Big cloak over there, don't want to particularly mess with them. But there's a fisherman's pride shack. Oh, there's so much stuff there that I kind of want to see, but alas. Yeah, we got to Nellis.
It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Yeah, plan worked. The plane floated up. Seems to be intact.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis.
How exactly do you plan to get the plane back here?
I just told you, the robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot.
You plan to use diversionary tactics to draw their attention?
Exactly. We'll be shelling an unoccupied location in outer Vegas to get their attention elsewhere. By the time they realize they aren't under attack, the plane and the bots will be long gone. The kids wish we were shelling a real target, but Pearl thinks it's wise not to start up a war just as the lady has risen. Hey, I better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
Okay. So, yeah. So, yeah, like, but that's, sorry, but the standards have changed, and the industry has changed, you know, like there's a lot of Flavor of the Month games that are coming out now that people really want. And like, you know, like Lethal, what's it called now? Lethal Agents? Lethal Company. Games like Lethal Company are coming out.
Friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help?
And of course they're going to sell more copies. Because, you know, it's the game that everyone wants to play. And they can do that now. Yeah. But even then, like, you've got to do better, and like, but that's if you know, Larry and I've shown with Baldur's Gate 3 that yeah, you've got to do better if you want to stay at the top. There's a reason why Mario Wonder is doing so well. There's a reason why, you know, Tears of the Kingdom did as well as it did, and all those kind of things is because they put the effort in, and it paid off for them. Starfield can't just keep getting away, or Bethesda can't just keep getting away with releasing a mediocre problem. It doesn't work anymore to sell it now and patch it later, unless you've got a really, really strong core to your game. Like 40k Darktide, for instance. You know, everyone loves the core of the game, but the meat surrounding it was poor, and that's why it didn't do as well as it did.
Well, this is welcome news. Who is she?
Even then, it's you know, even then it's a single player RPG, and it's like Baldur's Gate holding the attention that it has for this long is pretty good. And even then, like, did Bethesda really need to be this mad when people are still playing Skyrim? Skyrim and Fallout 4 years later still have a higher player count than Starfield. That says a lot to the replayability of those games, and the content of those games, and the amount of heavy lifting that mods are doing for those games. Yeah.
She's with those traders? They've tried to contact us before, but I'm not interested in trading with greedy savages. This presents a bit of a problem. Jack isn't allowed to leave Nellis, and I doubt she would make it through the artillery alive.
It'd been a lot. Yeah, if you can make it through to Nellis.
I suppose Jack deserves a chance at love. You can tell Jack she has a free pass to enter, but he is responsible for her actions. Do not make me regret this decision, outsider.
Spoken a lot. The B-29 is on the way.
What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so.
There may be a battle in the near future at the Hoover Dam. Can you offer any assistance?
Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us. You may find one in the workshop. You're a friend to the tribe, so I trust it will not find its way into the wrong hands. Bye.
So, we've earned the support of the boomers, and we can use that support to help the New California Republic, Mr. House, or an independent Vegas. I, for one, am the independent Vegas. I want them to fire, if necessary, on NCR troops. But I'd rather them take out Caesar's Legion first. Loss of NCR troops is unfortunate, but not a total travesty.
Have you seen her? The redhead of my dreams?
Canoe, she feels the same way as you.
She does? You mean it? That's incredible. What happens next? Can she come here? How do we make sure she doesn't get blown up? Should I talk to the gunners or to Pearl? Here, take this boomer outfit. I'll let the gunners know she's coming, and not to shoot at her.
Okay. So, I don't know what else is gonna. Oh yeah. What else is gonna give me news? I gotta put myself in walk mode. Okay, all the recordings are good. 12. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually gonna have to probably quit after I've done this quest and talk to Yes Man. Team 17. The makers. They're mostly known for worms, not anal worms, but I suppose maybe they are that kind. I don't know. Oh, she lives in Freeside, I think. Okay, right. Oh, she lives in North Vegas. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, so the makers of Worms, they've recently taken on development of Hell Let Loose. I think they made a game called Dredge. I think Dredge, rather, not Dread. Wish they'd, well, actually I wish they didn't, I don't want them doing it. But, yeah, but anyways, they made quite a few games. And, they've said that they're taking losses, that they're not meeting the standards they've set themselves, etc., etc. And I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised, given how you are at making games. They're not. They're really. Oh, that's that. Okay. Why is it telling me to go all the way to North Vegas? So to go there to come back here. It's telling me to go here. So, but so yeah, and the thing is that I used to love Hell Let Loose. It was like a really good entry-level military sim or simulator or mil sim for World War II, and Team 17 took over, instantly broke it, and yeah.
Hello again. How's your boomer friend? I was hoping you would. What's going on? Have they agreed to my safety yet? There's one more thing. I have a work contract with the Crimson Caravan, and if I walk away, I lose the wages they owe me. Could you do just one more thing for me and talk to Alice McLafferty about it? I know if I do it, she'll just say no. I'd hate to lose the money.
I just noticed how much filler is in her lips. Bloody hell. In the grim darkness of the far future, there was only Botox.
McLafferty's been riding asses again. Better lay low.
When you're all dressed in leather, I'm not surprised.
Welcome back. Most merchant companies, successful merchant companies rather, have them. It can be inconvenient to replace employees on short notice. The contracts keep employees around for a specific duration of time, after which they get paid. After their upkeep and expenses are deducted, of course.
She sounds like she's eating a gobstopper while she's talking.
Food, water, living quarters, medicine and clothes, just the basic stuff. It all comes out of the company's coffers. Yes, and they have been for decades now. The hired hands know what they're signing up for. We don't hide anything with fancy talk. That's because we are. We always pay up when the contract ends, though. Won't stay in business long if you've got a reputation as a cheat.
That's how mercenaries used to work in ancient times. If you didn't pay, you didn't know about it. So you had to honour the agreements, especially when you're, you know, honouring the agreement with highly armed and armoured units. Lots of them.
Ah, yes. Her infatuation with a boomer she's never met. It's a small camp. Word gets around. She's aware she's breaking her contract, which is undoubtedly why she sent you to talk to me instead of coming herself. Janet is free to leave, but she forfeits the wages she's owed. That's the price of contract breaking. Take it or leave it.
Opening up trade with the boomers would be easy with Janet in that company, agree? I don't like that one. It's like, yeah, it does deserve to be quite high. You are talking to a businesswoman about compassion. I prefer this one. Opening up trade with the boomers would be easy for Janet in the company, you agree?
Intriguing. Janet puts in a good word for me, and the Crimson Caravan gains exclusive access to the boomers. Yes, it works for me. Janet will be paid what she's owed. Consider it a gift.
Our rain.
So yeah. So Team 17 instantly put the game. I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised that like your things are going wrong. So of course I expect that in 2024 there's going to be a load of changes to monetization for Hell Let Loose, which is already pretty generous with its pricing model. You know, like Deep Rock Galactic free updates, and you know you pay a little bit for the cosmetics. In a game that already looks pretty good. And yeah, they're going to change it so that they can make a lot more money from it, and all their other games.
That's great. I can't believe you went through all this trouble for me. Thank you.
There we go.
Guys, put the monorail back to work.
Was he speedrunning that sentence? Jesus. So yeah. So yeah.
Hi. I can't believe I'm going to meet my red-headed lady soon. I'm really nervous about it.
Let's give him some time.
I'm happy that we managed to raise the bomber in my life.
I'm happy too. Even better if you can get it working for the big panel. Yeah. Yeah, wasn't sure if they were connected or not. Oh, hello everybody. Do you want an hour to move? Yeah, great. Never mind, they've all... again.
Hello. It's great to finally meet you.
Hi there. It's great to meet you as well.
I'm glad you made it out here. You're even more stunning up close than you were at a distance.
And you're even more handsome up close. Do you think it'll be okay if I hang around here for a little while, so we can get to know each other better?
Of course it would. I'll have you set up with some quarters with some of the other women. I'm happy that we managed to raise the bomber in my lifetime.
I've raised your bomber as well.
Thank you for getting Janet to Nellis. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Thank you for getting me here. Jack is a great guy.
Yep. So. Oh, back to business. Unlock new.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas. Move along.
Soldiers. Oh, I found yes, man. How do I get to my suite? You know what? Let's actually talk to the new entertainers first.
Baby, you couldn't pay me enough to step off the strip these days. Legion cats are out there thick as fleas on a dog, and they ain't no bums neither.
Evening.
Yep, those were all words.
I got to hand it to you, baby. You did an 18-carat job on this one. My schedule's so full I couldn't put on new acts if I wanted to. The cowboy act? Yeah. He dropped on in here not too long before you. He's got chops, baby, real chops. And I ain't just talking about that mustache. And like we agreed, here's your fee. 5% of the cut comes to 166 caps. Don't spend them all in one place now, unless it's right here. You talking about Mr. Isaac? Damn, baby, when you bring them in, you bring them in. That cat's gonna bring me money like you wouldn't believe. Here's your 5%, baby. You enjoy that. That comedian, you mean? Yeah. He was a hell of a haggler. Cost me a pretty cap. Hope he's worth it. Here's your 5%. That ugly mug with the razor tongue? Take it, baby. He'll be one hell of a novelty act, just like Tommy promised. Here's your 5%. You know it, baby. Take it easy, baby.
Can hear that.
Howdy, little lady.
You again? You should meet my bookie. You have something in common. Every time I talk to you, I lose caps. Geez, some people.
Nice.
How's it hanging?
Well, if it isn't my #1 fan, what can I do for you, #1 fan? Yeah, go on. Scram.
So there we go. So we got the entertainers sorted. Now then, let's try and find... my room. Ah.
Who thought it was a good idea to give the robots missile launches?
The NCR's fortunate to have your support.
For now, pal, for now. Yeah, I was given a suite, wasn't I? Is this it? Seems to be. This isn't theft.
You dig these new Rangers all dressed to the nines? Baby, the new fashion is killer robot chic.
Yep, what's my room? And every room has the same number, apparently. Great. Okay, yes man is nowhere to be found. I guess the only thing for it is killing a house and uploading the robot. Oh well. Yeah, so I'm disappointed with Team 17.
Who thought it was a good idea to give the robots missile launchers?
And bear in mind as well, like, they are not the same Team 17 of long ago. Yeah, it's the new Team 17 that thought it was an idea to do NFTs with
NCR, welcome to
worms. So yeah, because that'd go down well, wouldn't it? You know, jackasses is what they are. Sense yes, man. Yes, man wasn't in there. Oh, there he is. He's outside the strip. Okay. I'm an idiot. Sorry about that, gang.
Don't you just love that platinum chip? Buzzes with power and possibilities, doesn't it? If I were you, I'd almost want to deliver the chip to Mr. House, just to learn all its tricks. That is, unless you want to bring the NCR or Caesar's Legion to power. I wouldn't want to tell you what to do. I'll be waiting right here. Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else? Please, go on.
Who was about to spot me?
Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's one down, 4 to go.
Okay. I think it's time to put an end to Mr. House and make the look 38 hours. Nice to have the tops, but I want to be with the power, so.
Oh, I'll be here.
Ooh, suddenly I feel all tingly, and I find I've got a rocket launcher. How sweet of you to notice, Sugar. I've been upgraded to the Mark II software, and it's peachy having these high explosive weapons fully accessible. I bet those boomers have some awfully big guns.
Be advised, the Lucky 38 is not open to the general public. Trespassers will be shot. Thank you.
House, it's been talking. It's been good talking, but
Entering combat.
oh, kind of want to do this a bit more sneakily. I don't really want to destroy the Trictrons. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the Chinese stealth armor. Just to be absolutely sure that everything goes well, we're going to take a stealth boy. So we're not allowed in here. This annoys Mr. House greatly.
Suspended. Search. If it isn't our favorite VIP.
So now we've overridden the security. These guys aren't too bothered. Oh dear, that didn't work out quite as well. I was hoping to. And here is Mr. House. microbial infection risk. Proceed. Oh yes. Oh damn! I forgot to bring the weapon with me. Tell you what. No, it's alright. In fact, we'll use our BB gun.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
I'm gonna ruin Mr. House for you now. He sounds like Mr. Blobby. It's just business.
If personal gain, what you sought, should have done as asked. No! Ruined everything. Exposed germs. A year of life, if at most. I have nothing to say to you.
So disable is we can sterilize, or we can disable cerebral interface. Brain down. The house is gone. Oh, that was, yeah, this. Treasure has befallen all mankind. Robert Edwin House, 261, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip, industrialist and technologist, founder and president and CEO of multi-billion-dollar pre-war robotics and software corporation, Rocco Industries, has died. Generally recognized by Mr. House to be mankind's only hope of survival, Mr. House's passing may well sound the death knell for the entire human race. Lost forever in his bounty of knowledge concerning human longevity, the depth and breadth of which he was apt to say filled several textbooks. He was not exaggerating, though he did not achieve his goal of functional immortality. Let us not forget that he died at the age of 261. How many people can do that? I mean, come on. Also, lost forever, a house of singular personality, force of will, vision, and leadership ability. The probability of an equally capable figure emerging from the current human population of mankind is equivalent is less than 0.000112% by objective measures too complex to detail this obituary. Personality and force of will, born 25th of June 2020. House was orphaned at an early age when his parents died in a freak accident, autogyro lightning. Though he cheated of his inheritance, House attended the prestigious Institute of Massachusetts and founded Robco Industries on his 22nd birthday. Within 5 years, it was one of the most profitable corporations on Earth. Vision. By 2065, House was certain that an atomic war would soon devastate the planet. At great personal expense, he developed technologies to ensure the structural integrity of the city of Las Vegas, as it was known at the time. On the day of the Great War, 77 atomic warheads targeted the city. Mr. House defeated them all. Talk about vision. Leadership. Mr. House survived the war, and of course, would later recruit the three families, negotiate the Treaty of New Vegas, and rebuild the New Vegas Strip. While these achievements yielded many immediate benefits, they were all part of House's master plan to reignite mankind's quest for technological advancement, a plan without which the human race has nowhere to go and nowhere to turn. We'll revise and finish this up later. I have to set the age of death up to update automatically. Obits make salient points, but pearls before swine, of course. Let's hope the Brits never have cause to read it. Who knows how many of them are even literate. Mr. House is still alive. There we go. That's what we've done to him. Moon comes over the tower. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's something you could do.
Searching. Confirm.
Let's do this again. I'm gonna study this rifle as well. Else comes over. When goes over the tower. Oh, yeah. So these things are still hostile, so I need to upload Yes Man.
Engaging target.
Or is this how I do it? This doesn't appear how it works just yet. Let's keep going. Let's see how this works. Casino.
Be advised. The Lucky 38.
Let's talk to Yes Man. Let's see if we can get Yes Man loaded.
Oh, hi again. Can I help you with something else?
I'm ready for you to join me at the Lucky 38.
Mr. House is out of the picture and you have the platinum chip? Wonderful. Let's go.
Do we know how to get there? Let me do the Lucky 38. You'll notice Victor is no longer here. Tragedy in it.
Hi! This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands. Thanks. Wish me luck. Wow. Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Every Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? The Securitrons at the fort are on standby. I see a status log here confirming that the Mark II OS upgrade installed correctly. They'll be all set to go once we boost my transmitting power and bring them online with the network. But we'll worry about that later. Don't stay away too long.
That's the former Yes Man.
You're always welcome in this town.
Don't tread on the bear. Okay. If you continue to work with the SN, the NCO will no longer accept your help. Oh dear. So yeah, you've got to try and... So now this is like where... You've got to be careful. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. I think today we're not gonna do the Brothers Seal stuff. We're gonna actually sort things out at home. So we're gonna do Gomorrah and hopefully the White Glove Society in one session. So yeah, that might be tomorrow's thing, depending on what I've got on. But yeah. So yeah. So thank you ever so much for putting up with my commentary on Bethesda's latest failings. Not wholly unsurprising. But yeah, I look forward to playing the rest of this game, and or maybe some more Dead Hide. But yeah, in fact, I'm gonna move away from there. Let's look at that. Let's look there. That's better. It's just so the YouTube doesn't get so sensitive over that imagery. So, or isn't that a better view? How about that? There we go. Yeah. So I'm gonna get off. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and look forward to the next part. It's happening.